They found a dead body about almost 50 years ago.
Here?
But this was, he was an Indian. He was one of the big ones. Hey, you bought the land from Andres Silva, he said. Be careful because we saw a snake there about this thick, like a light pole, that came down from above and went into a pitaya cactus.
Look at this.
You guys, there's a little puddle of water right there. Look.
Hey, that's what I was looking at over there. That pool is really big.
Yeah, but nobody dares to dive in from up here. Do you want me to make you a one-piece chimney? I said, go ahead then. And he made it for me. I made a hole for him so the smoke comes out there.
Yes, well, that's where the vent is.
Do you know what my niece called me in San Diego? Careful, because here comes the ambulance. Everything gets stirred up, I mean.
Look.
Look, there's a small puddle of water right there.
Hey, that's what I was looking at there. That pool is really big.
Yeah, but no one dares to dive in from up here. I climbed up there, I leaned on that one over there, and the guys recorded a short video of me there on their phone. I'm cleaning up here because I'm going to build a wall around here like this. What do you think, Jose Luis? There was a calf, there were branches, all that I just pruned. Look, yes.
There it is.
A calf came from over there and put its legs in there like that.
Yes.
And me and the man who was here, Mr. Jose, and I were just standing there watching, waiting to see when it would come at me. Do you know what it did? It jumped this way and then backed out. Well, it was a miracle, just imagine right there.
Yes.
Her legs were stuck inside. The pipe was hurting her. The pipe was hurting her. The pipe scared her, that's it. Well, the animal thought and jumped like that. It turned around and left. Hey.
This is like a well or a spring.
It's a spring, it's a spring. It's water from the source. He took out 3 inches. The pipe is 3 inches wide with an open pipe to irrigate there. And it drops about this much in about 2 hours.
No.
But with cannons, it can work for 8 hours and it'll drop about this much.
It's just that it's a world of water there. Well, it's big.
No, and by hand.
This mano, a lot. How did you discover this here? Did you have to do it yourself or did you buy it already?
Yes, I made it. It's just that here, water used to come down from up there and flood everything. They made a ditch, the previous people, and they would take the water out to the stream through here. So when my brother made that well, that's there where yes, right there, he made a well. And he brought the water up, then later I made a reservoir like that, about 2 or 3 meters wide and long like this. And I planted watermelon. 1 year I planted watermelon and it wasn't enough for me, so later on I made it bigger over there. I dug it 8 meters deep down by the edge of the fence.
Look, the fish are over there.
Yeah, there are fish. People just come to fish.
Yeah?
Yes, and they come in, when I'm not here, they come in to fish and they take out the bigger ones. Look, all that stonework you see, everything you see made of stone, the steps, everything here, everything up there, all those walls, I built them all by myself.
Did you guys have your talks?
Sometimes alone, sometimes nearby. Here in this work helped me. 2 days, a nephew and someone who helped me work there. He helped me for 2 days, but I often worked alone, digging, carrying, and lifting stones myself. And I would go slowly. No. But I was young and I gave it my all.
No, but the thing is...
Cobblestone, everything there, poorly made kitchen.
But I had...
Drive.
I had drive, and I wanted to, well, above all, I tell you about the pride that you have.
2 years ago, I reinforced this fence, but it fell down over there. All the way down, so I reinforced it. I kept raising it higher. You can see it there, right?
Yes, you can see the new part there.
And I took it all the way over there, and it had only been about 8 days since I fell there and got 4 cuts here like this from here. Because I fell face first from about 1.5 meters up onto the concrete. My leg gave out and I went down head first.
Here they have the dairy cows.
There they are. They're not mine, they're my nephew's.
They're nice.
Yeah, he used to have them out there and they started getting out, so he decided to keep them locked up. He feeds them there. And his cows are so beautiful, so young.
They're young? This is all his property, the whole plain.
This was the first one I told you I bought from the wife of an uncle who passed away. Then right away, the one over there buying and selling, and just drinking and drinking. One day we spent them for 50 pesos, but that was money back then too. Yes, we made a deal for 50 pesos, and about 15 days later, I ran the drinking water hose from over there to here, and I said to him, I said, hey, how much? I said, aren't you going to pitch in so you can have water there for your field? He said, yes, I'm telling you, I'll sell it to you. And hadn't we agreed on 50 pesos? I said, and he said to me again, what am I selling you? I said, we've already made a deal, so I'm going to give you the 50. The color drained from his face and came back. Did he think I was still going to argue with him? No, I just took it, and since I owed some money...
Hello, yeah.
No, he couldn't back out.
Just look how beautiful it is here.
Just look at that tree.
And it has a ton of nuts.
No, it's full and produces a lot, but it's one of the harder ones. But look at the shade it gives. It's not what you think. It's good. It's just that the nut is really hard.
Yeah, well, you have to use a little stone to look.
So they found a dead body here almost 50 years ago.
Here.
But he was an Indian. He was one of the big ones. So everything was all buried, and the kids just found it here while digging around. About 50 years ago, or maybe more. So when I built that wall, I brought in the backhoe and it dug it up because it's like hard soil. It stays put because of that stone, which is like cement. Do you know its name? And it threw all the dirt, so with the tractor I gathered all the dirt and uncovered all of this. They hadn't seen this before. Look. Here are some letters they made, but do you know what kind of letters they were? Look.
No, well, all of this here, right?
No, these are lines. They're like bars, I think. Maybe they're pick marks. Yes. They're machete blows, but here, they're letters. There really are letters there. And this one, and here it has, and they say that for the natives, they throw their belongings from there to here. It has a small hole that's buried like this.
Like a pan.
Like a pan, that's how it was when I discovered all of this. And here is a vein that comes up from below, and there's the head of a snake. Look. I discovered that too. I found all of it. You can see it there. The vein comes up from below, and you can see the head there. It's marked right there. And here a lady about 50 years ago told me, hey, you bought Andres Silva's land. She said, be careful because we saw a snake about this thick like a light pole that came down from above and went into a pitayo cactus. She said it was something incredible. And about 15 years ago, I rented it to a guy who worked with crows, and they saw it. The brothers were herding cattle, and the one in the truck with his son said, I'll bring you a beer since you'll be out in the sun. She said, go with him. As they went, the animal crossed their path and gave him a backhanded swipe. But I couldn't see the boy. Then he told my nephews they were coming to water the plants, and they turned him over. He said, no, that one...
They saw him. It's
him?
It's the money, Mr. Pedro. Listen, this was your doing.
No, there was a young man here who also grew up there, Cristino's son. His name is Nestalin. He's very clever. He said to me, listen, Pedro, do you want me to make you a one-piece shaft? And I said, go ahead. And he made it for me. He made a hole and it comes out over there at the outlet? Yes.
Yes, well, that's where the opening is. How clever.
But they also go quietly.
But what kind of terrain is this? It's solid, listen.
It's fixed there because I did this more than 20 years ago.
He did it. I'm telling you what kind of storm because look, it's well finished as if I had plastered it.
I mean...
It doesn't crumble when you hit it.
No, it doesn't crumble.
It's like I tell you.
He gives it to me and then look, here I have how to sing the tree that grew up in the air. The tree that grew up in the air, look. Like this, I made its bench a year ago. I said it would get tired of being in the air. Right? And here it was raised, grew up.
This helped him a lot.
Yeah, yes, it was really hot. Look at the weight.
If not, yes.
Yes, the weight.
Well, from here it's already gaining strength to go higher.
Yes.
Like it's gaining weight.
There he says, look, I put in some plants. So it holds more water now. Now it gains more weight. Yes, I already told you here. No, I'm having fun. Here's another prickly pear like those, look. But this one hasn't bloomed. It's the same kind as those over there.
You said you should have been an architect or something like that. Damn.
A niece, a cousin of my wife from Guadalajara said, "Hey, what an old man you got yourself." She said, "He knows how to do everything." She said, "It's not just that." She asked, "Does he do things like I do?" They replied, "Yes, I named them. But this one, he makes the pretty red flower."
Just like that one.
This one is of the same kind. And this one was just made for us last year. And I turned 80 years old. And I said 2 years ago, it's going to be 2 years now. And then I said, no, well, I'm going to build myself a porch. And my kids helped.
He shaved it down with a machine?
With the machine, it was like this all the way over there. I took it all out, I sold all of this myself. Look, Jose. The paving, while the builders were working here, I was here making the steps. I went up. I sold that fence from here to there. Look, this, and I keep myself entertained.
No.
Look here, here I am, I'm happy here. No, it's just that I have plenty of work, and when I get tired, I just go and lie down to sleep.
What I can...
Huh?
This one, no, and then comes the huge piece of land he has over there.
There's the rocky hill. Over there, how is it?
Does it go through on that side?
Yes. Over there, there's a fallow field that covers these two pieces.
Or maybe along the same line?
Yes, like that. They plant them like that, yes. It's just that this year I already rented it to an American who came here. He's doing a lot of work. He has about 25 workers. He gives them insurance. He pays them pretty well.
And what does he do?
He bought 100 calved cows, those Angus ones.
Watch out!
He has horses. He bought the whole property and buys everything around here, everything nearby. He brought it here later in case he didn't sell. I told him, well, let's see what happens. But no, not anymore.
And did he come to settle here?
Yes. No, but he doesn't live here. He's American, but he definitely has those businesses in Cancun. Oh!
And is he investing here?
He's investing here. I think he has investments in Guanajuato, Cancun, in hotels, hotel areas. And he's a very good person. He helps people. He has to be. He helps people who are sick, and here at the church, he sent a builder to fix it up outside. Seriously, he's a good person.
Yes, well, he wants to become part of this place. He has to make his way through kindness.
There are my plants. Look, Jose.
How obvious. What did I tell you? Wherever you go, you take root. Look, those over there are going to grow tall.
This one, look how things are. My sister-in-law used to live here in Salitre, but she was on the other side. But now she moved here. She was sick. And one day I went to her house and I said, Mago, what about the palm tree you told me you were going to give me? I wasn't just joking, she said. There it is, take it. But it was really ugly because of that stain. Flattened, like it was infested, and she had already given it that day to 3 people, a daughter, a son, and a brother. And she said to me, there it is, take it. No, well, I took it and put it in the truck, and about 20 days later, it was already like this, blooming just like it is now.
Did it just need some love?
Yeah, well, I planted it over there right at the entrance, and then I took it from there and brought it here.
No, they'll keep growing there. What here would bother them?
Nothing. No, I mean, for them to grow, it takes many years. They only grow once a year, they sprout. Once a year so they can grow.
Will you decorate it nicely here?
Yes. No.
No, well, you have a paradise here?
That's right. No, well, there's the sign up there.
Welcome to... Just look at it.
Yes, no, it's very beautiful here.
This house also belongs to the family.
Yes, well, no, I had built the whole porch all the way over there and a room and 2 bathrooms outside. But one of my sons said, well, if you give it to me, I'll keep building up, right? So he covered everything up and that's it. He built rooms upstairs.
Well, anyway.
They're almost done, still working on a few odd jobs and tasks. I already have another prickly pear cactus. Look at it. Up there. Very good. If you like it, would you like one of those plants?
And then you complain about the chicatanas, but you do it too.
Do you know what a niece called me in San Diego? Watch out, here comes the ambulance. It picks up everything like the niece. Be careful, here comes the ambulance.
Well, you don't just see the way in the hand you have. Nothing fails you.
Yes, no, no. All the plants I plant, it's very rare for them to dry out on me.
There you go. The honey is ready too. Look.
There's the hive. Look, look, the hive is up there.
Here, did you see it already? No, unless you get really close to them, because no, those are really aggressive.
I have a stone and my adrenaline rises. Yeah.
And these ones are aggressive and they don't miss.
Yes, look how they sting.
Wherever those land, watch out.
No, I'm telling you. This one?
No, Don Pedro, just look right here.
No, well, no, and one thing is, since it's flat with just 4 rains, not just 4 rains in the year, the harvest is done. That's it. Because the moisture is kept until it rains again. But if it rains a lot, the cornfield needs a lot of fertilizer, a lot of care, because if not, it turns yellow.
It turns.
Yes, it gets waterlogged.
The water overcomes him.
Yeah, that's it, precioso.
Tree. What about this tree? Do you remember who planted it?
You know, my uncle Andres, your uncle. And when I had already bought it, there was a drought here, right? They would open it from over there, and from there the stream of water would come out, right where the other one is, from this owner to the other. The water would spring up there. And they would dig a ditch in April and May to take the water over there. Because everything was salty, everything. Ooh, so when I bought and came here, they cut the roots of the tree from here to make the ditch, to renew it.
To get through the drought?
It renewed here first, then there. I said I was already in trouble. The little tree was about from there down, I think from that branch down. No, this one took root but gets water from below.
Yes, yes, and these trees are water fed.
And there it is. No.
He's going to leave?
Really big, a huge thing.
How old is this tree, more or less?
It must be about 50 to 60 years old, I think so. Yes, it's just that I bought this place 40 years ago. The little tree was already there at that height. It was surely about 10 years old already. The little tree was already there.
Look, but you are one of those people who knew how to make the most of the time the good Lord gave you when you were able to work. First, you told me that sometimes you didn't like food when you were a child.
Here, yes. One day I woke up hungry. As a kid, you're always hungry. That's how it is. And there I was crying and crying, I remember. I'm crying and crying. Then my mom said, back then everyone was called uncle or aunt. Go with Aunt Pancho to see if she has beans and can give you some broth. There was an old lady and an old man. The old man made bottles and wooden tubs. And he said, I already went. Aunt, my mom told me to ask you for some beans. And it was like she was right there, you know? No, she already went into the little corner of her room. And she kept scooping and scooping. She didn't give me the beans, but she poured me a bunch of broth. Oh, I was so happy. I took the tortilla, la se.
It was spicy and...
They'd break it up, and that was enough for you.
And that's how you made pancita. I tell Mr. Pedro, well, besides all the effort you put in, you also knew how to save a buck.
Well, I wasted quite a bit, but yeah.
But you managed to get out of it in time?
Yeah, something like that.
He got better in time. And look, he doesn't take on other people's jobs anymore.
Other people's. I've been doing this for many years.
Now he works on his own things. It's such a pleasure to walk from there to here.
Everything is big.
And to know that the sweat of his brow is here.
And with good health.
And look at this one.
I've had some delicate surgeries, but I got through them, first of all. Me, well...
That's why I'm telling you. It's a blessing from God because, well, you know very well what's going on.
What I've asked God for, He has given me.
This, well...
I haven't asked for a specific amount, you know? But I've asked Him to let me live, to let me do this and that, and everything has been granted to me.
Does this tractor belong to the household too? Yes.
I had one that I brought from over there. Do you know what brand? A tractor, yes, that I had. I brought it from there on the train. And one day a neighbor from over there passed by, Raul Valdivia. He was there in the sunshine cutting brush. And he said to me, hey, the tractor was down there. My brother was driving it, but it turns out the tank had trash in it and it kept stalling. He would go back and forth and it would just shut off. He didn't know about it, and he just left it there. He said, "Hey, does that tractor work?" I said, "Yes, it's just that it gets clogged and stuff." You know what? He said, "Are you selling it?" I said, "Yes." "How much?" I said, "Give me 80. You know how much? Just a little 800 instead of 800 pesos. You know what?" He said, "It's mine," and he'd bring the money right back. When I got home that afternoon, I told my mom. She asked why I looked sad. I said, "It's because I sold the tractor. Why did you sell it?" And she was like that. She said, "You don't need money. Why did you sell it?" "Well, it just slipped out of my hands." "How much did you sell it for?" I didn't even bring that much from over there, so even less for the tractor. She actually knew more about it than me.
Did she think about it more?
No, well, they screwed me over, and this was here in the old tanks. And one day I told the guy, I said, "Hey, are you selling the tractor?" He said, "Yes." But the brother didn't want them to sell it, and so it wasn't sold. The next year I went to the owner, the real owner, and I told him no, he already sold it to me. And then I brought it with me, mostly to repair and everything. And then later I bought the bucket, and they put it on.
Are they very helpful with that?
No, with that I work, earth, stones.
And then they're really good, that brand? That brand of...
It's expensive, but no.
But well...
I don't even know. It doesn't get worn out even with less use.
No, well, it's just that it doesn't get used.
Oh, I use it. It's for...
For your most essential needs.
Yes, it's just to have it here. People keep asking me if I sell it. No, I told them I don't sell it.
No, well, it's just that I had...
An experience where I had a little 22 automatic like that, a handgun with 16 rounds. It had a magazine underneath. And one day someone came and said, "Hey, you have a rifle, why don't you sell it?" "Yeah, how much?" "Give me 5,000. He gave it to me, and now I need a rifle. You know how much they asked me for? 25, 30,000 I asked when I arrived. I had another one. And now I say, no, it's not for sale.
This one?
No.
Well, that's how it is. This one?
And you have to go through experiences, picking them up as you go, right? Yes?
Well, that's life. And now?
Between you all, no, I already have all the tools. The day that someone can't come to do it, that's it. You do it yourself.
Yes, in a little while. Don Pedro, let me tell you something. I really appreciate that you gave us your time. And it was a pleasure to come, to meet you, to greet you in person. Of course, I'm also glad to get to know your little ranch, which is really, really beautiful. So let's take this opportunity for you to send a greeting to whoever you want, to your people, to your friends.
Whoever they may be.
Over there, yes, looking at the camera, so that, yes, to whoever you want.
First of all, I send greetings to my wife, my daughters, and my sons. I have 5 children, 7 children, 4 boys, 3 girls. To all my brothers-in-law, to my compadre Alfredo, Bernardo, Jose Luis, Daniel, to Monica, who is in Colorado, to Beto, who is in Colorado, to Elida, to Edgar, who is in Ecuador, in Florida.
Well, wherever.
To my siblings Isidro, Angela, Jovita, Delfina, Josville, Ensenada, Angela, Los Angeles, Jovita, and to my brother in Brawley, California. Well, the whole family is spread out everywhere, but I send greetings to everyone, to all the people. It's impossible not to remember. Yes, sometimes you would go in.
Well, I'm also going to take this opportunity to send greetings to all those wonderful people we meet out there on the streets. They tell us that they watch us here. I'm going to start with Francisco Rivas Rodriguez from Aguascalientes. Eugenio and his family, the people from Indiana. Old Man Munoz, a friend who sent me greetings from Wisconsin. Antonio Lomeli in Livingston, California. People, those wonderful people from Guatemala who are also here with us now. To Mr. Mario Mendizabal all the way in Guatemala. To Eleazar Mayorga from Sonora. To Eustolia Serna from Calvillo. To Eustolia Claudia. Claudia Frausto, Carmen Serna, Fabiola y Silva, the people from Calvillo. Thank you very much, very kind friends. Don't forget that for us, all your comments are very, very good. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to be here with you, Don Pedro.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me tell you that A also, thank you very much.
I wish that God takes care of you and keeps giving you that intelligence and that blessed hand to plant everything you plant.
Plant?
Learn.
Yes.
They are, huh? Yes?
There are the pitayas, pitalas, the little pitalitos are still full of pitalas.
Wherever he sticks them there,
They take root there. They take root right there.
there's no bad soil here.
Well, Noel, thank you so much for coming, and I'm very happy for...
Here, everything, those are newly planted and they already have pitayas.
No, they were full of pitayas, and they grew after I planted them. They grew because they are branches from the palm that was already mature.
I'm going to leave this with you. Give me your hand. Let's see how much. Let's see if you can make it bloom.
No, Jose, yes.
Everything you touch.
No, Jose, but how are you going to give money? No?
Everything you touch multiplies.
Jose, why don't we make a deal?
No.
Well, you visit, you do a lot of charity work, you and Eric. And you visit people who are very sick. I've seen it all. Yes.
What we can. Who have cancer?
Who has this? With what we can. Why support? For a deal? What you're giving me, I'll add some more. And you can give it to a person who says, this person needs help. What do you think?
It moves me, Don Pedro.
No, it's just that I've seen women who have cancer, ladies.
Yes, many.
Many sick people. You have them. We do. You go there to check on them, to help them with what you can
We visit.
and what we can. We support them. So I have the will to help someone like that too. But sometimes it's not possible because you have to send the money, and if you send $100, you have to pay. Yes, no, it's difficult. Payment, and then it's hard to send it here. To that person, it's difficult. So I say, how do you see that? Should we do it?
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Don Pedro, I'll gladly do it. Yes, let's do it. Let's see.
And well, we're gonna look.
1,000 pesos.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you another 1,000 pesos.
That's very good.
And you are going to give them to whoever you want. Huh?
Friends,
Just look at that. Thank you so much.
people with a good heart will see for ourselves, because believe me, we really do have some around here.
Of course, I have watched all his videos, Homero's, Guerra Troyes's, and Alma Coronel's. I don't watch them all every day, but I do, and I give them a like, and
So we are going to look for them. We know exactly where those people are. And we're going to go, and I want all of you, those of you who are going to watch us here, to be witnesses that money is going to double and to support one person.
Yes, let's go.
Don Pedro, may God bless you again. And to you, friends, don't forget, your comments are very important to us. I won't say goodbye, just see you next time.